Tron is here. CinemanCon was just here. So much awesomeness. This is such a great year for movies. After last year was so promising and didn't really perform as well, this year looks like it might be doing a lot better. We're going to talk about some of the CinemanCon news, some of the stuff that got us excited that we're looking forward to, and we want to hear from you as well. So don't go anywhere. We're going to get into it right after this. What's going on, Paul?
How's it going? If I was a betting man, I could have told you what clip you were going to play to start off.
I bet you could. I'm so excited. I'm a big Tron fan, a huge Tron fan. Tron Legacy, like I loved Tron as a kid, as did most people who were kids around Tron coming out. That was one of those ones that when you go to Blockbuster on a Saturday, because Fridays are too busy, you know, like how disheartening it is to walk in there and all of the new movies that you want to see are checked out from the people that did go on Friday. So you go back to the old, familiar, faithful, good old, I'll rent this one again kind of movies. And Tron was always one of those. Rented it more times than I can count as a kid. And when Tron Legacy came out, that was just something else for me.
Yeah, the original movie was way ahead of its time.
Yeah, a little bit ahead of my time too, but it was always there. Mm-hmm. There's other movies, like there's a Sleepy Hollow movie from like the late 80s or early 90s. I don't think it was like a full feature-length film, but we checked out the Sleepy Hollow film a lot too. I've always liked the Legend of Sleepy Hollow.
Is that the animated one?
No, it was live action.
Is that Johnny Depp?
No, that's Sleepy Hollow. I was like definitely not a child for that one.
Okay.
But it was some live action Sleepy Hollow thing. I don't know. I was a kid, so I wasn't keeping track of who made what at the time. It definitely wasn't like a big production budget kind of thing. I have to go back and look at it. I remember the Sleepy Hollow cartoon a lot as well.
Yeah.
Ichabod looked funny.
Yeah.
A far cry from Johnny Depp, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, those big old lanky legs.
Yeah, big nose. Ears and the giant nose, and looked like a receding hairline was already kicking in. But Tron was such a huge deal when Tron Legacy came out. Not just the special effects are out of this world. Getting Jeff Bridges back was great. There's just something about like I don't know, there's just like really great concepts they're playing within there, and a little bit of the philosophical conversation of like existence and what it actually means. It just all packages together so well. I absolutely love it. And purpose. There's a lot of like talk on what like one's purpose is.
Right.
It's good. I can't wait to see what they do with areas. We're going to talk about it more here in just a little bit. Before we get into anything, let me go ahead and remind everybody, if you're new, true, or old to the hobby, there's some great links down in the description below. Big Time Collectibles, if you're into the online retailer exclusives, the convention exclusives, the crazy cool covers, they got you covered, pun intended. Be sure to check them out. It's C2E2 season, so they have a lot of their C2E2 convention covers that they're soliciting, that they're previewing, showing off. They always put some available for people who can't make it to the show on their website, so keep up with them on their social medias to know when that limited number go on sale if that's your jam. Justin Comics Cleaning and Pressing. If you need anything cleaned or pressed or submitted to the grading service, he's got you covered. Instagram link is down below. If you don't have Instagram, you can always reach out to me and I can get you into contact with him by other ways. I have his business card with his email and all that stuff. I can always forward to you if you need it. And a huge shout out to ABX Comics and Games, my local comic shop here in Augusta, Georgia. They sponsor the Tuesday DC Day stream and the channel. And if you need to set up a pool list somewhere or want to get into comic books or tabletop gaming, but you don't have a shop near you, they can be your online comic book store, your long distance comic shop. They got a Facebook group where you can keep up with everything and reach out to them and get everything set up. Make sure you know, let them know that you found them via the channel here. A lot of people in the community use them who don't have close local comic shops. They are amazing. Paul, Matt, and Adam are the absolute best. And also, if you're looking for the cheapest comics anywhere on the planet, check out Pop's Attic on Instagram. Stuff's going up. Throwing up a lot of cool stuff. There are a lot of stuff's flying off that thing really fast too.
Had some huge bangers. So
yeah, the absolute stuff just went up and blinked and it was gone. And yeah, make sure you have you hit the little star or heart or whatever, so you know when he posts just a few every day, every single day.
Glow in the dark Superman and Batman were gone in seconds.
Seconds. And it's guaranteed cheapest price anywhere because we literally check everywhere. eBay, my comic shop, we check everywhere we know to check and find the lowest price, and we go under it. That way you don't have to worry about thinking, oh, I got to haggle. You ain't even got to haggle. It's just already down. It's already haggled down for you. We love to haggle, and we've already done it for you before you got there.
It's haggle proof.
Haggle proof. It's been haggled to death.
Exactly.
It's been haggled before you even seen it. And as a reminder, it's the first Sunday of the month. That means it's the Legion Loot drawing tonight. If you're a channel member in the Legion tier, your name is on the wheel. Any and all channel members get the loyalty badges next to their name and access to the custom emojis. But if you're in the Legion tier, you're guaranteed early access to videos, invites to member-only streams, and you get your name on the monthly Legion Loot wheel. And we'll draw that at some point in the show tonight. It's not going to be a long show, probably aiming to stick it around an hour because I got to be up early tomorrow.
Esther's week.
Like 50 cats there, man, and I want to try to get there early because it's a shakeup too, staff shakeup. The people that have been working Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, there's a lot of employees that are coming tomorrow. That'll be their first day for the Masters run tomorrow, and they're walking into a lot of stuff. One of which it'll be their first day on the job. They're just working for Masters week, so I want to try to get there and get a large head start on that cat house that takes a lot of time.
50 cats, and you're allergic to at least 49 of them.
Yeah, all 50 of them. I mean, it's rough McGruff. Rough McGruff. I want to say hey to some of the people in the chat. Ooh, let's see who's already in here real quick. Run through this. Brian LCS, what is going on, homie? I think that he sent out the digital versions of the Doctor comic. I think I had an email from Brian's Kickstarter, and I saw a PDF, so I deleted the email immediately because I don't want any spoilers. I want the paper copy that I bought. So I'm looking forward to that getting here. And when it gets here, I'm considering opening issue 1 out of the mail pile and opening issue 2. But then I might check with him first to see if he's going to do an issue 3. I might just save it all for binge reading. I don't know. I'm definitely going to support the man. I'm definitely going to let people know he's got it out there, and I'm going to read it one day.
It's kind of sad that the only way that he can force you to open his mail is to send you another copy of something.
Turok.
Exactly.
You throw a Turok in there, it's getting peeled.
Throw a Turok in there, it'll be open in 10 seconds.
Yeah, it's kind of I gotta open it to read it. I'm like on a binge right now. I'm loving this Turok binge. For the channel members in the Legions here, you already have access to it, but the video for tomorrow just shows you how excessive this has become. It's become a little excessive. And I made a second attempt at another purchase. It was something that I think I might have mentioned it to you off cam, but I tried to buy something for a great price. And then the seller's like, hey, I already sold that. I'm sorry, it didn't get updated. And he had to give me my money back. I'm like, damn, I'll never find one that cheap again. And I found one. It's not as cheap. It's $10 more, but I ordered it. And I'm waiting. I got the shipping label, so that's a promising thing. It hasn't been passed off, but the last one didn't even get a shipping label or nothing. A week went by. I reached out to him, and he felt terrible. Like, he messaged me. Like, I messaged him saying, hey, just wanted to see if everything's okay, get an update. He's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, dude. I've been away from my stuff, and I didn't even see that the purchase has been made. He refunded it immediately. And I followed the seller. He hadn't reposted it or nothing like that. He legit just didn't have it no more. But it was a nice dude. No harm, no foul. Stuff happens. DJ Link says Winona is better than Ava. Facts, DJ. Facts. And that ain't going to change, my dude. He's talking about Justified. You ever watch Justified?
I think I've been to see 1 or 2 episodes.
Where's Brother John when you need him? Brother John is my ride or die Justified fan. Yeah, man, it's good. It's so good. Talk about a triangle, though. It's more like a square because you got to throw Raylan, Boyd, Winona, and Ava all into this mix. That's good right there. Such a good show. What's going on, Brian? We got I Have Comic Issues in the building. Hope you're doing good tonight. Wellbore, good to see you, homie. Let's see. Pop Static. Hello, Pop. Hello. Throwing those custom emojis. Morgan Paul, well, hello to you. Tron Ares Light cycles in the real world, cutting cop cars in half. LFG. Now, where can I get one? Ain't it, though? What is going on? Stephen with a C is in the building. Hello to you. Kevin Davis, Legendary, going to get majority of profit with Minecraft at the box office. Let's go. Hey, Kevin, I told you, my dude. I told you it was going to be a hit. Banger. We got that on the list. We're talking that first tonight, actually. I'm concerned for Ryan Coogler's Sinners, even if this film was good reviews and audience support. Some folks isn't going to give a chance at the box office. Yeah, it looks fantastic. The trailers look awesome. Mark of male milestone. Hashtag MMM. Yeah. The Legend of Sleepy Hollow was made for TV movie back in 1999. My guy.
There you go.
Leave it to Louie. Leave it to Louie. Love you, my dude. I appreciate it. Did you watch Tombstone yet, you Philistine? No, we got him on Justified, T-Dubs, which is by all definitions a Western if you're looking at the tropes. It's set from, it starts in LA and goes straight to Kentucky, but by every trope in the book, it's a Western. So we're warming him up. Dan's Hobby Corner. What is going on, homie? I'm busy.
Yeah.
Watching Justified, TW. That's the Kingpin voice.
Exactly.
I'm busy. What's going on, Trev? Good to see you in here, homie. What's up? What's up? I think we made it through, everybody. So let's get into it. First thing, it's already been mentioned. We've talked about it a good bit while it's approaching the box office. And man, this came out guns blazing. It was reported early on in the week that Fandango's pre-sale ticket thing, they're saying, this is outpacing everything else we've put out this year for its market. And then it comes out on Friday and they're like, this is doing incredibly well. We're predicting a $60 million open domestic on Wednesday. Come Friday, they're like, we got to bump this up to 130 projection with the possibility of it beating Mario at 147.5. This thing has skyrocketed past 150 million domestic and past 300 million worldwide, making it the third biggest, the third biggest PG movie opening ever and the biggest video game opening ever.
Right.
And the sky is the limit with this thing.
Yes. The rumors of its demise were greatly exaggerated.
Yes. Dude, it had everything. This was a perfect storm. It was easy. It was, in my opinion, it was easy to see. It was very comparable to Mario. And that was my thing. Like Mario, it just looks like another one of those situations. Kids are going to love it. And parents, dude, there's a lot of adults that played Minecraft as a kid, which really boggles my brain because I've never played Minecraft. Not until less than a year ago has Minecraft ever been in a household I was in. But Finn loves it. And Pops took Monkey and Finn on Friday. And he described the theater experience as like it was in-game for children. He said he was in there. He didn't understand screw all what he was looking at. Any of the references, anything. But the kids in that room of all ages were screaming, cheering, hollering, standing up. And there's so many things going across the internet of literally, we have the in-game clips that have been memed to death where they put reactions over them. This is in-game for kids. It's wild.
Yeah, that's the same. It's kind of like it's turned into the Rocky Horror Picture Show for kids. Like they're getting into it, and
oh yeah,
and like you said, screaming and yelling and standing up and applauding, and it's all they need is some toast for kids, and it'll be like the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah, it's wild. Huge hit. Like the goalpost has now been moved. The next question is it going to hit $1 billion? Paul and I were talking before the show. This movie hasn't even moved into word of mouth numbers yet. This is all just people that were planning to go to the movies this weekend or planning to see it when it came out first thing. The people that were too busy, the people that, that are going the next week. I'm super excited to see what that second week drop is going to look like or what kind of longevity this will have. Will it have the Avatar effect, the Maverick effect, the Mario effect where it drops, but then it just stays consistent numbers?
Yeah. And the box office needed this because for comparison, already at 157 million, it's already the second biggest movie of 2025 domestically.
Insane.
Just Captain America, which totaled in at 199 million the entire run.
Which doesn't even cover the budget before marketing.
And worldwide, it's already third for 2025, behind that beast of a movie, that animated one from China that is close to 2 billion.
That's an anomaly. I forgot the name of it, but I didn't even know the name of it till it had already crossed $1 billion. I'd never heard of it.
Niza 2.
See, and you just said it, and I still couldn't repeat the name of it because it went that fast in my brain, like just gone. And you said it's an animated film?
An animated film, yeah.
So what's interesting is Polymarket. Polymarket's been pretty, that new little, I don't know what you would call it. It's where I don't know if people go and vote there, if they just tap the market and do like statistics and odds on things in the market. They've been pretty, like, I mean, it's all guessing, but they've been pretty a good track record so far for being so new. But Polymarket had the top 4 films of this year at Avatar, Fire and Ash, Zootopia, Superman, then Minecraft. Minecraft with 13.2% of the vote. It's which movie has biggest opening weekend of the year. So, I mean, I can still see that because this is a huge opening weekend, but it is for a PG movie and a video game based movie. But Minecraft was 4 on the list for biggest opening weekend, and it's almost there already. Do we have the Sunday numbers proper?
No, those won't come in until tomorrow.
Okay, so dude, it's at over 300 for just its first 2.5 days.
Right, globally.
Wow.
Yeah.
They really should start calling it the 4-day open, because that's what they are: Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yeah, they usually count the Thursday numbers in the Friday.
Yeah, bulk them together. Yeah, it was in the teens. It was some teen million for their preview night. But man, it's what a juggernaut of a film. And me and the wife, we fully intend after Masters Week to go see it. I have no interest in Minecraft. Like, Minecraft annoys the hell out of me because it's just another little thing that's weird looking to me that I don't understand. I don't besmirch anyone for being into it. I think if you're into it, it's fantastic. It's, from what I understand of it, it's super creative. Finn has his own little video Minecraft world where he's created like a roller coaster that's like 5 square miles big and stuff. It's insane what he's done and created. But what I want to do is I want a piece of that theater experience. I don't care if it's kids, if it's parents, kids, teenagers. I want to be in a room with a fandom so excited like that. That would be fun, and seeing my kids in it as well. I think that would be a blast. Do you see yourself paying for a ticket to go see this?
I'll probably wait till it comes on Max. I'm not a big video game guy.
Yeah, it's been a long time since they based anything off the 64, but I'm still holding out. And if you're not going to the theater to see it, I grabbed this just because it happened to hit my feed today. As of today, pre-sales are up for the Minecraft limited edition 4K Ultra HD Steelbook plus Blu-ray plus digital copy UHD. Felt the need to say all of it. It's the physical release. The physical copies are on pre-sale. At least the special edition Steelbook is. I pre-ordered that bad boy because I know the kids are going to want it. And yeah, if you're into stuff, you got to support stuff. So I pre-ordered. I also got the original Twister. I didn't have that one on Steelbook, so I threw that in the cart to save my man card in the process. I did it.
I can tell that's from Groove.
Yeah. GrooveEntertainment.com. If you have crappy stores that don't stock good physical media, you can find a large variety at GrooveEntertainment.com. Not a sponsor, but Groove, if you're out there, I'm open to a conversation.
That's right.
Open to a conversation. They don't carry Disney. It's owned by Universal. So It's stuff like under, I'm trying to find another good Groove-like site that carries like another company to open up my window of options. Kevin says Captain America Brave New World. What's it? Oh, let me pull this back over. Snow White bombing at the box office. Some folks are celebrating that as a win. A lot of folks are, especially the Snow White thing. Rachel Zegler and her celebrity antics caused a lot of the people's celebration. There's a lot that went into Snow White. There's a lot to unpack with that, all the way down from real life wars breaking out that affected like the following of the actresses involved in the movie, the way that they handled the dwarves in the movie, like all kinds of stuff went wrong with the production of that movie, and they somehow pissed off a lot of people, and Rachel Zegler did the same. But yeah, Disney's been needing to do that. What is going on, Rich? Good to see you in here. The same can't be said for Snow White. Funerals are being held for it. Told my dad I took my nieces to see it, that I gave it an 8 out of 10. He said, "What the hell is wrong with you, son?" LOL. That's a fair question, my dude. Like, you gotta specify, is the 8 out of 10 your critical review of the movie or your enjoyment scale at the theater with your nieces. Like I had an amazing time watching Shazam 2. Just me and my oldest daughter had an evening to hang out, and we went to go see Shazam 2. That movie is a solid 5 or 6. It ain't bad. It ain't good. It's enjoyable. But watching it there with my 16-year-old at the time daughter, and me and her cracking up and this and that, made the experience a 10. But the movie's still a solid 5 or 6. I bought that one on Steelbook too. It's highly rewatchable. I didn't expect that out of it, but it's very rewatchable. Fury of the Gods. That's got Rachel Zegler in it. She's fantastic in it. Yeah, she's talented. Just unfortunate that she's just kind of making so many people mad. When you're a professional in such a large spotlight, you got to move like you're in it. You can do whatever you want, but you just got to be prepared for like the pushback. I mean, I get people that leave besmirching comments or remark to me, and we got like 12 people watching on these things, 20 something in a busy stream we do. You know, like it ain't even like it doesn't take a lot of people to make somebody mad.
Right.
It's pretty easy. Pretty good at it.
Right. And to be fair, when you're acting on behalf of another entity, there is an expectation that you're not necessarily that you have to just say everything that they say, but there's an expectation that you won't say stuff necessarily that will cause some sort of controversy.
Yeah, I've got 9 employees, and while they're on the clock, they're not allowed to do and say whatever they want without me having to step in. They can say and do whatever they want, but you know, I could either tell them good job for what they say, or I could tell them you're fired for what they say. It's up to them, completely up to them. It's up to them to know the difference as well. You know, there's a level of professionalism that works, but I'll give Disney credit. I give Disney a lot of credit. They're consistent. You know, they've had other employee actresses in the past that were outspoken about their personal, non-professional feelings online, and they fired said actress. And now Rachel Zegler did it, and they seem to be on opposite ends of the political spectrum, and Disney was consistent with their reaction to both.
Right.
So kudos to them, because, you know, when it all comes down to it, it's a business and they're about their money. They hold no real ideals or ideologies, and they gaslight anybody for anything. And they're only beholden to money.
Right.
As they should be. I besmirch you, good sir, knight. What is going on, Circumstances? Sledge, good to see you in here. I know y'all are late, but we're just talking about how big of a smash hit, global phenomenon known as Minecraft. Yeah, I'm excited to see it. Like you said, it's great for the theaters, man. This movie was done on a moderate to high budget compared to other big things. Looking at it, would you call this an animated film or a live action film?
I wouldn't say it's live action.
If you pause the trailer at any point, I'd say what you're looking at is no less than 79% animated. It's almost like the reverse of Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Like, just do all animated with people in it this time. They're the rabbit. I don't know how long it takes them to get to Minecraft World or Minecraft Land, but I was just wondering at what point do we change the name from live action to animated?
Yeah.
Or do we need a name for the hybrid? Because that's what this truly is.
A laminated.
A laminated?
Yeah.
It's laminated. This laminated feature.
Yes.
I'm not a fan of Minecraft or Jack Black fan, but the little man wants to go see it. Yeah, dude, I like Jack Black. I enjoy his antics. I always have. He's been around a long time. He's consistent. He is who he is. And if you want somebody to come and act like Jack Black in your movie, there's no better person to ask than Jack Black. From what I've heard from like my kid sees Jack Black and he is Steve now. Like that's solidified from the trailers. That's who Steve is. That's Finn knows from me talking to him that's the voice of Bowser and Mario. But from the stuff that I saw from some of their feedback, like he came in and just is doing like the most like eccentric version of himself in here, but he's clearly given it his all. And apparently he's a big Minecraft fan in real life. And like you can, it's kind of hard not to like his performance because he's clearly having so much fun with it.
Right. He's Poe in Kung Fu Panda too, right?
I don't know. I've never seen any of those.
I believe he's Poe in Kung Fu Panda.
Are
And
they
he was in
good?
Jumanji too. He was in the
Yeah.
Jumanji movies, right?
Yeah, dude, he puts on a pretty good performance in those. He's not just being standard Jack Black, like one of
Right.
them, because they're like body swapping in it and stuff. So he's
Yeah.
acting like, yeah, he does pretty good.
I think his big start was in School of Rock, I think, right?
School of Rock was fantastic. I love that movie. I watched that a bunch. Yeah. Kevin says Superman trailer looks okay at best. The trailer didn't convince me to see it in the theaters. And that's next on the list because at the beginning of the Minecraft movie, that 5 minute it's not even a new trailer. It's just they did a 5 minute sneak peek at the crypto scene in front of the trailer, really. But that's being shown in front of the Minecraft movie, apparently. If Pops is in the chat, did that Superman clip play in front of Minecraft for y'all? Because if it plays for all the shows, it's about to have a lot of exposure. Like they knew Minecraft was going to be massive when they chose to do whatever they had to do to make sure that plays in front of it. And if they're playing to that audience, I mean, are they trying to get those kids to get excited to ask their parents to go see Superman as well? And is that like a hint at maybe the tone, like how open this film will be? Because the Snyderverse stuff clearly had a more adult tone. Pop says yes, it was there.
There you go.
Yeah. Sledge said he is Poe. But yeah, what did you so the clip, sum it up in a nutshell, it's just a clip of him laying in the snow and Crypto running up to him. It drags out for longer. It takes longer for Crypto to run there. Crypto has to hop around him for a long time. Superman has to tell him home multiple times before he grabs him, and then it's a longer cut of him dragging him back to the fortress, and we get a longer cut of the fortress coming up, and you actually see the door. When Crypto barks, it lights up the crest on the side of it, then it opens, and the super bots come out and pick him up, so we get to see them proper for the first time and have a little bit of dialogue as they towed his body inside and put him up on a stretcher and move some magnifying glasses up on the ceiling, and the entire fortress rotates on its axis to line up with the sun, and it beams him with light, and he screams in pain as his bones reset and his lung refills with oxygen because they assessed him upon arrival and said he had multiple fractured bones, popped lung. So he's screaming from the sunlight, setting his body back into place. But just thinking about that sounds absolutely painful. And then it kind of, at that point, cuts to the trailer that we've already seen. Saying that the feedback is divided, the fandom is divided, is an understatement at this point. But what would you think of it, Paul?
I really liked it. I don't think some people said it gives away too much. I don't really think it gives away too much. It extends what we had seen in some ways, and gives if you want to gives away something about the Fortress of Solitude. But we really still have we still really have no more details on what the plot is or anything like that. So I don't really think it gave away too much. I think to me it got me more excited to see it. So
me and Steve, Burt Family 54 Comics, we're talking and we're doing a fun game. He gave me his predictions for what he thinks this movie is going to play out like. I got mine out there, and we're going to do like when it comes out, like do a video and like our thoughts on it and see how close we were to see, because like the whole conversation of if does it give too much away, what do you think this movie's about based on what we've seen and know, and like how it plays out kind of thing. Me and him are so far different. You know what I'm saying? So like when someone says it gives away too much, just knowing that two people in the same space with the same fandom watching and reading the same information are so different on just what we assume it could be about. It's pretty wild. But have you thought it through, like speculated on what this story could be like? Because I'm going more like it's a Kingdom Come framework, basically. Like kaiju comes out, Superman's trying to put it down without killing it, getting beat up along the way. The new team with Guy Gardner, Hawk Girl, Mr. Terrific come in and they put it down hard, probably kill it, showing the divide between Superman's traditional way and their modern new way that the people really like. And eventually Ultraman shows up and puts a whooping on him, and Superman has to come in and put a whooping on him, and they kind of bond over that. And I really think Solaris is legit going to get released out of the Fortress of Solitude. At this point, with the all-star stuff that's in there, I think that's Solaris we're seeing in the background.
Yep.
So, and they all fight together on that.
Yeah. Uh, James Gunn gave a little bit more of in an interview about what it's about. It basically is, well, the beginning, it had to start is basically it's Clark um, and Mr. Terrific and Mr. Terrific and Guy Gardner and Hawkgirl or Hawkwoman, all basically they all know each other, but they
Hmm.
think that Superman is naive, basically. And that kind of plays into his
Kingdom Comeness.
exactly, yeah. And I think it's going to be basically about him showing that he's not naive. It's not naive to believe in the human spirit or whatever, to believe in humanity. That it
Continue describing Kingdom Come for me.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's the way I think it's going to play out.
Yeah, every time, having ever since, like getting watching the Snyder cut no less than 50 times, whenever I think of Superman, and then the young mindset comes in of liking anti-heroes, aka they're villains, guys. Anti-heroes are just criminals. Coming of thinking Superman is the Boy Scout, this and that. I just think of that dark side line. I'll do it the old way.
Hmm.
Like it worked for a reason, people. Superman is not antiquated. These values do not go out of style.
Hmm.
You can think they're boring, or you can think maybe I can try something new. And where did it bring you? Back to me.
Hmm.
Like it just, that's the kind of the messaging behind Kingdom Come, really. Like, can't give up on that stuff. There's a lot more to it than that, but that's like the main theme of it for sure.
Hmm.
And it shows you what a world looks like without those traditional values and traditional heroism and stuff. And yeah, it's just
Yeah,
it's
and he's going to
crazy.
get pummeled down, and he's going to be knocked out, but he's going to come back every single time with the exact same thought and the exact same beliefs.
Everyone deserves saving.
Yep.
Every life is worth saving.
Hmm.
And I would fight and I would die for each and every one of y'all. He's Ethan Hunt.
Hmm.
He's Ethan Hunt with superpowers.
He doesn't run as good as him.
Yeah. God, that line is so good in Dead Reckoning.
Hmm.
It's like, I would fight every day to keep you alive. Why? You don't even know me. And Ethan's like, does that even matter? Like, just the fact that you're a person, you're worth saving. I'm like, God, what a line. Ugh. Clark seems very young, just stopped being called Superboy. Yeah, I like that. I like that
Hmm.
because, Tate, I'm going to hit you with a hard truth, man. He doesn't look as young as he would have looked if we were a little bit younger ourselves. If we were younger, he wouldn't look too young. You know what I
Right.
mean? You know what I mean? I realized today that I have employees that are younger than my oldest child. I'm like,
Yeah.
this is wild.
Yep. I always said that you're old when the person you want to grow up to be is younger than you are.
I saw a meme with Jack Reacher like this, and he's wearing his military outfit,
Mm.
like his what's it called, like your proper uniform, like that you wear,
Yeah.
like in like with all the bells and whistles. Had his head down like this, and it says, "When you realize that MILF you were into is now just a woman your age who happens to have kids." I'm like, dang, that's rough. Tom Cruise presents Superman Mission Edition. Yeah, that sounds good. Mission Edition. What is going on, Billy? Good to see you in here. Yeah, so there's the extended clip, the sneak peek. It didn't do much to get me any more or less excited. It was just more the same. I like that we don't have a lot of footage from this movie. We do know that we're getting one, like, because what we've seen so far was considered the teaser trailer and then just a sneak peek at a scene. So I know that we're getting at least one proper trailer, and I'm sure there'll be TV spots, which will be remixes of footage and typically have like up to 3 seconds of additional clips sporadically so that you watch them. But I hope they hold as much back as possible. I would love to see a shot of Metamorpho. I've seen a toy.
Hmm.
He's 100%, Paul, 100% comic accurate,
Nice.
down to the black britches.
Well, speaking of toys, we did see some toys.
I don't have him in here.
Yeah.
I can get him in here in a split second if you want to tee it up.
Yeah, we basically saw a couple of the McFarlane. What are they called? McFarlane
Col-
Cinema something. They have a special title on them.
McFarlane Collector's Edition.
Oh, I thought it was something else, but it may be anyway. That had for the Superman and what was it, Lex? Superman and Lex that we saw.
Yep.
Okay. So it looks Superman has 6 different faces you can use. So
Not head swaps.
right, not head swaps, right?
No, that's different.
And it is built with the, Lex Luthor. You get a baby kaiju, right? I think.
You do, and that's actually kind of a big deal because it was last October that I had the leaks for it,
Hmm.
and they called the Lex Kaiju thing in there, and that's kind of important because we knew that this creature that comes stacked with Lex there, you see him at the bottom, the black boxes. Superman comes with Crypto, Lex in the same position on the box has a baby kaiju. The box is listed as Lex Luthor and baby kaiju. We've seen the full-grown kaiju in the movie trailer.
Hmm.
There will be a mega figure version of that. When you scale it with the figures, it's not going to be like the same scale as in that final size thing we saw in the trailer. But the accuracy is what matters here. These leaks that came out last October that I got, it listed Lex Luthor with the baby kaiju, but most importantly, the character in the all black suit that Superman is fighting that people have been wondering, is it Ulysses? Is it Bizarro? Is it Ultraman? The leaks confirm it's Bizarro. And the accuracy that we're seeing here confirming the leaks pretty much gives us, in my opinion, solidifies that is in fact the DCU Ultraman we'll be getting.
Right, not Bizarro. You said Bizarro, but
Not
it's not.
yeah,
It's
not Bizarro,
Ultraman.
Ultraman.
Yeah.
But also, if you look at the top of the table, that's a 4-pack. On the left-hand side of that 4-pack, you see who that is. That's Metamorpho there.
Hmm.
Comic accurate. If
Yep.
it was clear and I zoomed in down to the black breeches. I'm excited about that. And then on the right-hand side, underneath the Neil Adams Superman comic breaking the chains, I believe that's one of the statues.
Yeah.
You can see a
They
little bit of the blue and the
bigger.
red.
Yeah.
Because they tend to do some pretty cool affordable statues with the movie stuff. I got like the Black Manta one back here and
Mhm.
Aquaman. Like they're good size and they're ridiculously affordable. I expect these things to sell out heavy, but this is also a good time to segue into what you had mentioned because the toys are greatly affected already starting.
Yeah. Yeah. So because of the tariffs, a couple of things is McFarlane has really been the only person so far that has said anything, but he's already raising his prices by as much as $3, I think, on some of the figures. If they were $24.99, they're going to be $27.99. And he also announced that all of his Spawn comics are going to move from $2.99 to $3.99 coming July.
Which it's been $2.99 since like
Yeah,
ever.
he's been holding the line forever.
Just on sheer principle.
Yeah.
But
And
he's
then
not.
really,
He doesn't look like he's baptizing anybody. It looks like they looked into this as best they could. Raising $3 a figure ain't really that bad considering these figures didn't go up during inflation.
yeah,
Like during
yeah,
inflation, he held the line. He held the price. So if there's any and ever a toy company that I stand by, I ride and I die for, it's McFarlane Toys for as long as I've been here. So it is what it is. That's what it is.
yeah. And they're saying that, I mean, they're not sure exactly. Like the comics themselves, probably, they say probably, but you don't know what's going to happen. But where they're expecting some of the biggest things and possibly even some cancellations are the books, the omnibuses and things like that, because those are the comics come from Canada. Most of the omnibuses and hardbacks are printed in China. And so they're coming here. One of the good things
Yeah.
is, with the exception of China, they didn't roll back what's called the de minimis.
Yeah, to get the bullshit goods over here to
Yeah, so if you order from like Sad Lemon Comics, which is in the UK, as long as you don't go over $800, you're not going to pay anything extra.
yeah, that's how
And
Temu products and Wish.com products are dirt damn cheap.
which is why they did he rolled it back for everybody but China, or he
Yeah,
kept it basically.
yeah. So yeah, we'll see how it all shakes out. As with anything, all we can do is buckle up.
Yep, yep.
Buckle up and watch your money,
There you
save
go.
your money.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was telling Paul, I fully intend to be a little irresponsible when these figures come out because with any and all movie waves, I buy the whole wave.
Mhm.
I try to buy it as a set because you save some money. And I was telling him, I'm curious how much this Superman movie set is, not because of the tariffs or the change in price, but because this is the first time we're seeing a movie wave set that's all collector series. Because unfortunately for McFarlane losing the license to Mattel, was it that it's going back to?
Yeah.
That's not going to happen till the end of next year. So we have a lot of stuff between now and then. He's really listens to the customers. They complain and complain. We want wired capes. They complain, but he does it. He waits till he gets it where he wants it and does it. We want accessories. We're getting 6 faces with Superman. We got 2 different hairstyles and multiple faces for a guy. And he's gotten to a point where each of these McFarlane figures are coming in a window box that you can choose to open or choose to display and collect in box beautifully, but with crazy accessories. And it's getting nuts. It's getting nuts. And in case anyone's wondering, the Supergirl movie figures, he's already confirmed too. I don't know if they made the official announcement on that or not, but McFarlane Toys will have Supergirl movie figures, including a movie version of Jason Momoa's Lobo. So before the license runs out, we will get at least, hopefully he does something for the Lantern show. That would be crazy if he doesn't. Crazy. Are you listening? Crazy. Because that's 2 more Green Lanterns movie versions. That'd be great. And Supergirl and Superman.
Yeah. And it's believed that David Corenswet will at least make an appearance in Supergirl.
And they confirmed that Guy Gardner
will be in Lanterns,
which leads my theory in the right direction. I said from jump with this Guy Gardner stuff, I wonder if they're making him goofy because they're going to kill him in Lanterns. 2 years ago, James Gunn made his big announcement where he announced the slate that they're going to be working on. When he first announced officially, me and Peter are running DC Studios, and this is what we have planned. Here's a list of them. He described Lantern as a terrestrial-based true detective-like story where the Lanterns will be investigating a murder, and it'll really open them up to the bigger things going on in the DCU. As soon as we found out Guy Gardner was in Superman, I said, I bet he's going to die in Lanterns. Because what other murder would they be investigating unless it's like an alien or something on Earth, which you could do. I said either a new god or a Lantern. And after seeing Nathan Fillion cast as Guy, I think it's going to be Guy. And if you're a replica collector, GameStop, did you see the
ring?
Officially licensed Guy Gardner ring is coming to GameStop in a great collectible case and stuff. It looks really freaking cool. I like it. I like it a lot.
I have a Ryan Reynolds one.
Yeah, that one was a little abstract looking, a little artistic. Pops has got that, and he got this set that he got from I don't know if Diamond Select did or who did. It's way too nice to be Diamond Select. It's like 5 rings in a nice case. You open it's Alan, Hal, Power Ring, Sinestro, and I think Kyle. But they're like legit, like stones and metal and stuff. It's really nice. Really nice. Let's see. I hope that Jared Leto makes a comeback in Hollywood. Oscar-winning actor. He gets more work than a lot of people understand how. I'm a Jared Leto fan. I like Jared Leto. I think he does some movies that are unfortunate that, really just has like Morbius and the Joker performance that people rag on him for, but the rest of his stuff is like.
Although, will we get the David Ayer cut of Suicide Squad? That was starting to bubble back up this week too.
Yeah, I hope we do. We all will be trading buttons soon. Yeah, I mean, keep in mind that and bottle tops. Yeah. Do you think Marvel Studios and Lucasfilm is going to be San Diego Comic-Con? I don't think so. I think they've gotten used to doing their own thing pretty much, haven't they? I mean, they do Comic-Con stuff, but they save their big releases for their own personal events that they throw, like D23 and stuff like that. Star Wars Day.
I wouldn't be surprised if they try to do something, because it'll be pretty much a year before Doomsday.
They revealed Robert Downey Jr. at the last one, didn't they?
Yeah, I think
that was
so,
at Comic-Con. Yeah. So yeah, I assume they'll do something for sure. You think Marvel Studios, Lucasfilm will make an appearance at San Diego Comic-Con? Yeah. That'd be funny if they need to do a Hangover. They also need to do a crypto toy that comes with her with an arrow with a slot to put it in crypto. Oh, that would be cool. Battle damage crypto. Just you place the arrow in him. Yeah, that'd be dope. Planet Krypton ring set. Planet Krypton. You can also find in Kingdom Come. All right, you mentioned Jared Leto. Let's talk about it. Yo, the most exciting thing for me to happen since the last time Avatar released, I think. Getting the trailer for Tron Ares. Dude, that shocked me. We had a couple of still photos. We had very little information. And then we got this fantastic spot at CinemanCon. As soon as I heard it, they had their little presentation. I scoured the internet and found some leaks, which leaks came out pretty easy for this one. They weren't being taken down, to my knowledge. Like the one that I sent you still up, and that's on Instagram. Instagram normally pulls leaks. X. If you want to find leaks, your best bet is X, unless you start perusing other avenues. But man, this looked amazing. We have programs in the real world. We have Ares, a new program that gets activated and sent out to go hunt down something. The movie's supposed to be dabbling in a little bit of AI as well. The world's introduction to the true form of AI. There are some standout things in the trailer to me. You know, when the original Tron gave us light cycles, you know, the motorcycles that trail the hard beam of light behind them, ultimately is what the game is that they're inside of. Tron Legacy introduced us to flying light cycles, cars, all kinds of extra things on the grid. Where in this one, I caught something out of the trailer. There's staffs. Her freaking staff has got the hard light beam behind her and everything. I thought that was insane. Evan Peters is in this. Had no clue that was happening. I'm curious now if he's playing Sam Flynn. We have no confirmation of Garrett Hedlund coming back to reprise his role. No confirmation on Olivia Wilde. Cillian Murphy playing Dillinger's kid. You know, Dillinger was like Master Commander in the real world in the original Tron. He pops up as a brief moment in Tron Legacy. So it looks like they're going down a completely different route. I'm hoping that it's going to be pushed or influenced by the events of what happened in the last film with Sam bringing Korra out of the grid. It's the first time that a program, well, she wasn't necessarily a program, she was an ISO, but first time something from the grid came out to this side. And now this movie, the world's going to be introduced to what Kevin Flynn had been telling them about. We don't know what Ares is after. It did show that there is a Jeff Bridges inside of this operating system. It was Jeff Bridges that seemed to be the one to activate Ares and ask him if he's ready for this. And Ares says yes. And Jeff gives us the tagline at that point. He goes, "Are you sure? Because there's no going back." And it looked wild. What did you think?
Yeah, it was. I guess the what's the guy from the last one that was Gareth? Not Gareth. What's the guy's name?
Garrett Hedlund.
Garrett Hedlund. He's not in this one, I don't think at all, right?
No, I'm wondering if Evan Peters might be playing Sam Flynn. He played Jeff Bridges' son.
Right. Because I was looking for him, and then, but yeah, you may be right. Maybe it's Evan Peters. Because Evan Peters plays everybody's son, apparently.
Yeah. Magneto's son.
Yeah, exactly. So it looks. I mean, it looks amazing. The special effects look amazing. So
yeah, visually and like the shots and everything, and the way I saw someone post. I think I shared it in one of the group chats. The principal photographer guy is the same guy from like all the David Fincher films, pretty much, which explains why it looks like money when you look at it. It just looks clean. One thing I thought was interesting, like, was the original Tron had its color palette. Tron Legacy had a more black and blue and white color palette. This operating system just looks dangerous, man.
Yeah.
Bunch of hard edges, red lights everywhere. It just looks absolutely wild. And I'm trying to figure out the whole Jeff Bridges thing. You know, he reintegrated with Clue, his program that he created to be his helping hands when he couldn't be in the grid. In the act of reintegrating with Clue and Legacy, it caused him to blow up. It was a suicide mission. And I'm wondering if his consciousness somehow lingered behind. You know, this is just an operating system. It isn't like one computer world, it's all computer worlds.
Right.
The original one, they're in like a game operating system, and this one, they're in an operating system that he was pretty much, they're in Windows, you know what I mean? Or iOS or Android operating system. And I'm wondering how Jeff Bridges is there. The last we saw, it insinuated that his son saved something at the end of Tron Legacy when Sam came out of the grid. with Korra, you have him pulling out like a high-tech looking flash drive off his dad's computer in the arcade and wearing it around his neck. And it made me think like that, like his dad's consciousness must be in that somewhere, some way. So I'm wondering if Jeff Bridges is like legit AI, like he's an active consciousness intelligence that started in the real world and he's now in this program.
Oh, wow.
That's because physically he should be gone.
Mhm.
I'm very interested to see what they do with this. He's after Norton antivirus. He'll chase down someone. You need to renew. Tron Ares will be moderate success for Disney at the box office. Only film I can see slow it down is Predator Badlands, comes out in November. I just don't know how many people are going to be after Tron. You know, like Tron Legacy didn't do gangbusters for him. It performed low enough that they didn't want to keep it going. It's been years now. Was that like 12, 13 years? Yeah. I hope it does amazing, man. I don't want to say I want another Tron Fast. I don't mind waiting for movies if they're good.
It was in the heyday where you could actually buy the physical media in the 3D.
Yeah, I own it in 3D. I don't even have a 3D TV to play it on.
Mhm.
When they were doing those combo packs and they came out with the 3D ones, I would get those because typically they had cool lenticular covers on the
they have the lenticular cover, yeah.
Yeah, and I figured like I was the store manager of a movie stop back then, and I'm like, well, I'm getting like good deals on these new movies, so I might as well get the combo packs because if I end up next time I get a TV, if I buy a 3D TV, I won't want to go back and buy any of these. So I got John Carter in 3D and pretty much anything that came out with a 3D option, I'd get those combo packs. Maybe he'll find himself in the operating system of Skynet. Yeah, I was talking to Pops and like potentially, you know, like Korra left the grid in part 2. What if Ares is being sent out? Like I would love for it to have something to do with Korra leaving the grid. I want it to have, doesn't have to be a direct continuation, but have something that ties it to Legacy. You know, don't just be like a shallow next chapter. Give us something to tie it. And that would be great if something with Sam and Korra, doesn't have to be them, but something associated with them is what Ares is after. I would be cool with that. And Pops pointed out if he's after Korra specific, if Ares is after Korra, they just remade Terminator 2. Like we got Terminator. I'm so excited for it. What is going on, Christina? Hello to you. Good to see you in here. What's up from Denver? I'm going to the Minecraft movie. Yes. The mega movie event of the season.
He's still on his high from First Contact Day, which was yesterday.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
What now? Explain to me what exactly is First Contact Day. I know obviously Star Trek First Contact, but
it's the date of First Contact between, if you've seen the movie, the Star Trek First Contact, it's the date, April 5th is the date that the Vulcans and the humans first contact one another.
Got you. Megan 2.0 is looking like a T2 ripoff. Yo, I saw a clip of Megan 2.0. I didn't even see Megan yet, but I saw her like this little weird doll fighting looked like an Ex Machina Guinea V cyborg looking thing. Like, how far is this franchise going that fast? That's wild. Might need to check that out. Just a couple more things I wanted to mention. How to Train Your Dragon, the live action remake, I guess is what they call them. They're stepping into the realm. Disney's been doing them for a while with great success, moderate success, and just a couple duds. Overall, Disney's had some pretty good success with these live action remakes. And now DreamWorks is pulling into the arena with How to Train Your Dragon. Now, this entire movie was shown at CinemaCon, and it had nothing but ridiculously positive feedback from it. People saying, though, this is a shot for shot. This is exactly what we wanted. The actors that they pulled for this are spot on. It's great. I have seen How to Train Your Dragon. Thought it was a great movie. They really swung for the fences with it, with how they ended it, with the kid losing his foot and stuff. I thought that was crazy, but it was a damn good movie. My kids love these. They've seen them all, and they watch the Netflix little show that they do. So this is one I'll definitely be taking the kids to see unless work doesn't make it happen. In that case, Pops will be taking them. We're a theater family. And if me and the wife can't pull it off, Pop's like, yeah, I'm taking them. Works out good. But I'm excited for this. I think this is another one that's going to do really good at the box office. I I can almost see this being like another like Minecraft level hit.
Yeah. And then a beautiful act of corporate synergy, the How to Train Your Dragon world at the new Universal Epic Universe will open on
Open.
May 22nd, just a couple of
Yeah,
weeks before that.
me and Kyle have been scouting ticket prices and stuff. We're aiming for October, trying to hit it a little bit on the off season,
Hmm.
but we want to do the epic parts and stuff. We already called Dad. We started thinking about like this is going to be a big thing to pull off. So we might as well just get mom and pops and stepmom like, well, we're all going, y'all. Let's just go to Universal for a couple days. Let's go have some fun. Last time I went was when Pops took me years ago. They were in the process of they were taking down the Dueling Dragons roller coaster, and it said future site of the Wizarding World of Harry Potter.
Hmm.
So they were getting ready to break ground on starting that construction last time I went. That's how long it's been. The How to Train Your Dragon characters at Epic look so dope. Yeah, I'm excited to go, man. We got the Nintendo world, the How to Train Your Dragon world, the Universal Monster world. That's all the Epic
Yep.
adventure thing.
And
So you
another
have
Harry, you got your Harry Potter, your third Harry Potter world. So
Harry Potter. One day I endeavor to look exactly like the dad in How to Train Your Dragon. You're well on your way, my dude. You got this. I believe in you. I generally shake my head at all these live action remakes. It's usually a toss up or a mess from a promotional standpoint. Epic looks epic. I agree. Man, those I've been watching those animatronic like making of like how they're building out the Universal thing that they've done a few of them. It looks so cool. For the Universal Monster part,
hmm.
it looks super cool. Excited for that. And big news, guys, tomorrow. Make sure you're following all the right accounts on the social medias because the first official trailer for Mission Impossible Final Reckoning, they didn't pull anything for CinemaCon, where they started
Oh,
doing their own promotional
yeah.
stuff.
Oh. Spoiler: Tom Cruise runs.
Man, it looks good doing it. Yo, I'm so excited for this movie. Just one of my favorite franchises here. Like in every single movie that comes out, it just gets better and better and better and better. Like whatever the law of diminishing returns is, nobody explained that to the people who make these
Yeah.
movies.
And I think the reason why you didn't get necessarily a trailer is because CinemaCon is a little bit different than other conventions. It really is a convention for. It's not like anybody can go there. It is a convention really for movie theaters,
Mhm.
and those are the people that go there. And so the studios tend to do more what they call sizzle reels, which are like 5 or 6 or 10 minute things of all the movies that they have coming out, to get the theater owners kind of and when I mentioned this, one thing that they talked about is the guy who is the head of the theater owners or whatever supposedly said that there are like six major studios, I guess, and he managed to convince at least three of the
Oh, the
six,
45-day rule.
yeah, to do the 45-day theatrical window.
Yeah, convince 3 of the 6 to commit to a 45-day. Like, do not put this on streaming. Do not drop it on digital until 45 days. Yeah, you're killing the industry, people.
Right.
You already screwed yourself on physical media. Don't screw yourself at the box office. But dude, that was so exciting when I saw that. I want to see all 6 of them commit to it. And I want to see them make it happen. We've been saying this since the streaming war started. You can't do this. You're ruining the steam. You give people no time to be excited. You don't get to live in the fandom before you just burn it out. Like its lifetime is too short. It's just crazy. It turns into a binge TV show. That isn't what movies are. With these binge TV shows, you don't have the water cooler conversations because everyone's watching them at different times and on their own
Yeah.
pace. You want people to know this is our window.
Mm-hmm.
We go see it. Then you find more people to talk about it with, and that word of mouth happens. People get excited. They go buy merch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's a direct sequel to the last one. Correct. Originally, they titled the last one very, very rudely Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. One thing about the Mission Impossible franchise, every movie from number 4 forward has a distinct title. But they titled it Part 1, I guess, so you wouldn't be shocked by a semi-cliffhanger ending. And that was cool of them, so they didn't blindside an audience. But they went back when it first got posted up on streaming. They took off Part 1 and just left it Dead Reckoning. And then later they dropped the first poster and gave the proper title, Final Reckoning. This isn't the first time they've done this. Mission Impossible, Rogue Nation, and Fallout was a two-parter. They catch Solomon Kane at the end of Rogue Nation and immediately have to go get him again in Fallout. Like, it's just back to back. They have to go break him out. It's one big story. So it ain't the first time they've done that, and it works really good for some dynamic storytelling. You really get to dig in. It's awesome. Kevin says international audience going to save Mission Impossible at the box office. I agree. It's weird. They have a weird release, man. Like, I don't know if it's a lot of people just haven't gotten on board with the franchise from the beginning and they don't want to jump in late. I don't know what it is, but the movies they're good. They end up being some form of success, but it's a weird look. That last one was kind of low. The Dead Reckoning was kind of low, I think, overall. But man, I can't wait. Can't wait. Seeing some of the behind the scenes stunt work that they've been doing. Tom breaking his ankle, jumping between buildings, dragging himself up the side of the building with a broken ankle, walking on 2 feet straight to the cameraman saying, "Did you get the shot?" Mm-hmm. That's just impressive. Watching him hang one-handed from an actual helicopter spinning in circles. Just, oh, the teaser image they dropped. Trailer out tomorrow is Tom literally hanging with one arm and one leg from the bottom of a biplane, which we see the red and the yellow biplane in the commercial, the first little teaser trailer. If you go back and watch that teaser trailer, you will see that man in the air on one of those airplanes. And if you watch close, you'll notice the next time you see him on the airplane, it's the other airplane. I'm calling it. I think the big stunt for this one is going to be this crazy SOB jumping from one airplane to another in midair. I'm thinking they're going to pull that off.
No.
How else does he change airplanes?
Yeah.
Like, what is he's running down the runway and he jumps on the red one. Right. Next time you see him, he's hanging on to the yellow one. Like,
he had a connection.
How'd you get there? Oh, it's going to be wild. I love these movies. I love the effort that the cast and crew put into them. You can tell that they're legit movie fans making movies for a movie theater audience. Mm-hmm. Like, good acting, phenomenal storytelling, real life stunt work. Just, it's amazing. Can't wait. Wolfman is hitting the cock on the 18th. Doesn't even seem to have been in theater. Wolfman came out a while back because I've still haven't ordered a physical copy of that. And that's a peek at that. I guess that one's been out probably 2 months, hasn't it? Wolfman?
I'm not sure.
Bloomhouse, right? That did that new one. Not every film gets to win. Indiana Jones originally got beat by the Muppets in the box office. Wow, Muppets were big back then. Muppets were big. Man, Indiana Jones, that's some good movies right there. I named the dog Indy. I love The Last Crusade so much. Oh man, good stuff. So we're right at the hour mark. We're gonna cut it there, but not before I remind everybody that we didn't get any footage for Avatar. Right. None. What we did get was some Empire, whatever, I don't know what it is with Empire Magazine. They get some good exclusive photos. Mm-hmm. We got a picture of Pycon, the big whale creature. He's a Tolkien, and we had Moak on top of him. It was a crazy crisp image. Confirmed that Pycon will be back with other Tolkiens in this one, and that Neytiri is going to suffer an injury along the way. I mean, that's assumed, but if they're announcing it, I guess this might be one that might take her out of the film for a little bit of it. There's all kinds of information on this movie that I've been collecting along the way that I've just been stashing in my own DM to if I want to do a video about it. I don't know if I want to go down that route. I don't know. It seems like when I talk about it, I'm the only one that cares around the people I hang out with. But then the movie breaks records every time it comes out. Like, where are all the other Avatar fans? You're everywhere on the Avatar page, but it's like the comic book crowd hates to admit they love this movie.
Right. And yes, it does look like Papyrus again.
Yeah. But they got the official, what are these things called? Title cards, trade dresses?
Yeah. Title cards, I think, yeah.
Have the official title card. Looking forward to it. December 19th. It's going to be the biggest movie of the year, obviously. Mm-hmm. For those that doubted it the last time, you have the nerve to do it again. Oh, I remember the roll up to, I got so petty when Avatar 2 was coming out, especially on Facebook. I go over there once in a blue moon, and the couple weeks leading up to it, all the rage bait news outlets. I mean, you say news subjectively, like James Cameron's sure to flop, waited too long to make it, da, 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 no one cares about Smurfs, da, 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 Dances with Wolves, da, 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 da. And I go in the comments and see like these people like raging against this movie, how stupid of an idea an Avatar 2 is. And here I am, just like them, like ridiculously stupid with Avatar fandom. And I'm like, are you really betting against James Cameron? Like, dude, the first one is a record-breaking film. Like, what are you talking about? And like, it's been too long. No one cares about Avatar anymore. It's just stupid. So I saved those posts or those conversations. And after it came out, like I remember the first weekend it did 500 million. So I went back like, 500 million a day. It came out. It goes, yeah, but it's got to make $1 billion to even break even. I'm like, it's because they made 2.5 movies at once. Then it goes on to pass $1 billion. And I go back to those comments. They stopped responding to me at that point. Then it passed 2 billion, and I went back to those comments. But man, I love it. I've said it before. They're not reinventing cinema.
Mm-hmm.
They're just reinventing how cinema is made. And they're telling a story that appeals to the largest fan base possible. You got dinosaur things. You got robot things. We're above water. We're underwater. You got military aspect to it. You got evil corporations. You got family ties. You got like heritage of like it literally has a little bit of every genre in there. There's a reason they named you Mark. Yeah, facts. But I love every bit of it. I love it all. My kids love it. My wife loves it. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. I'm glad to see Minecraft doing so well for an industry that I love to partake in so much. I'm excited to see Avatar is going to end the year strong for them. And just to remind everybody that doesn't like Avatar, if this movie only makes 1 penny at the box office, that's still 1 penny of profit because it's not going into this release with a single dollar of debt. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. Avatar 2 completely funded Avatar 2, 3, and some of number 4. That's crazy.
Do we know what 4 is going to be? I mean, because we've had water, now we have fire. I mean, is it Earth now? Is
We're going underground. Journey to the center of Pandora.
Yeah. It almost seems, because like I said, we've done water and now we've done fire, so we're doing all the elements.
5 total. So what is it? Earth, wind, fire, water, heart. And then Captain Planet shows up at the end of number 5.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if anyone read that.
Did he come out this week?
No, the
Ash Can came out last week, but the actual
this came out this week. Yeah, the actual book isn't out yet, I don't think.
No,
this came out
like
this
2 weeks. Mark Spears. That came out this week, but the actual comic comes out in 2 weeks, I believe.
Yeah, look at that, dude. Like, I can't tell you how, like, this was only like 8 pages, but that 8 pages got me super hyped, like, took me back kind of thing. And it's when they first summoned this guy. I'm like, I'll read a Captain Planet book. I like Captain Planet. I got the little toy with the little bar on his back. You pull out and he's on the string so you can fly him around. And it was cool. I got the Geo Cruiser still from my childhood. It doesn't have the blue, like, glass globe on it, but I'm like, I like this enough to pick up this cool cover at least. And I've been doing good with these Dynamite Ash Cans. I got a lot of these things: Herculoid, Space Ghost, Space Quest. I'm like, this is perfect. Yeah, he's going to take pollution down to 0.
This is not your parent, your grandpa's Captain Planet, right?
All right, so the shoulder pads are literally rock. It's literally rock. So for one, the hair in the book, I mean, I can show y'all. That's better. Like, do you remember in Captain America Brave New World when they're doing the little fight on the water and they're fighting with the, what do you call it, the jets? Mm-hmm. And he has Red Wing fly behind him with his shield up behind him, so he's flying and his shield is actively up behind him, so it's helping catch bullets. Those rocks on his shoulder are just part of his suit, right? So his hair is actually made of fire, like not like traditional fire, but is kind of showcasing more of the elements that create him, kind of thing. Visually, it's really cool. The beard could be a testament to how long he's been gone. But even the rocks on his shoulder, when he gets fired on, they come up and give him some defense there, which I thought was freaking awesome. But there's plenty of comments that he makes on how he's been gone for a long time. This ashcan starts before the Planeteers have access to Captain Planet. Mm-hmm. So you get this woman being chased through the jungle. Her name is Gaia, which plays into it all. But it looks like this military group is chasing Gaia, and she has no other option but to activate the Infinity Gauntlet, which is got a glove with all these stones on it. And she summons Captain Planet to help save her. Ultimately, no spoilers from there. Something happens, and then we jump to the stones going out and spreading out, and then we get a tease of our first Planeteer. So issue 1 should take us into meeting the Planeteers and them finding the stone. So it's not a continuation from the old TV show. It looks like a reboot, a complete reboot, and it's going to be told a slightly different way. But dude, David Pepos, he it looks like he's going to be doing something really cool. Like if you ever had anything for Captain Planet, I'd definitely suggest giving it a shot. And if you get the Mark Spears cover, even if you don't like it, you got a great Captain Planet
cover. The cover alone, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that, Ruben. That there's one for one spot on. There's a meme out there with the Planeteers and the kids from the Magic School Bus, and it's literally identical, just bigger. It's crazy. Yeah, exactly. Crazy Hungarian. My son finally got me to watch the first Avatar today. I loved it. He asked if I feel like a dick for trashing it for years. I do. Great movie, dude. I can't say I'm wildly proud and impressed with somebody just saying, yeah, I wish I would have seen it sooner. Yeah. Avatar Journey Under the Surface tagline. Can you dig it? Exactly. Yeah. Dude, and wait till you see Avatar 2. Whew. And what's wild is James Cameron has shown it to a couple of people in his personal life. And one he put out like this little in this interview he didn't give much away, but he did say, y'all need to make sure you brace yourself for this one because something sad's going to happen in this one. And I think it's going to leave an impression with a lot of people. And I'm thinking to myself, like, bro, you didn't say that about the second one. Mm-hmm. So what could possibly happen in the third one? Because the second one, like, there's a huge loss.
Right.
Huge loss. But man, I think about like Natiri's reaction to that loss when she just does that like gut-wrenching pain yell, and then she just goes dead inside. Just all you see is just anger in her eyes, and she just takes off and just starts slaughtering. Oh my God. They're so good. I love them. Anyways, let's give some stuff away.
Okay.
So big shout out and thank you to all the channel members in the supporter tier and all the channel members in the Legion tier. If you're in the Legion tier, as you know, your name gets put on the wheel every month for the Legion Loot prize. And that's what we're going to spin the wheel for tonight. So in the Legion Loot, we have from sponsor Big Time Collectibles. They're exclusive for Ultimate Spider-Man #4, done by the always amazing John Jang. Mm-hmm. We have Star Wars Ahsoka issue number 2 by, and I'm gonna say his name. I'm gonna butcher it. It's Takashi Okazaki. Yeah, really cool Ahsoka variant. And let me get the other exclusives. Big Time Collectibles foil logo variant for Night Terror's Batman #1. It's the Jokerized version. And then the Big Time Collectibles, what is that? Thundercats Chitara #1. This is the Ivan Tao cover. So those 4, big shout out to Big Time Collectibles. And then the Miranda Brothers brand new series, the Gatefold cover, issue 1 for Blade Forger. And if you don't know about Blade Forger, go back through the live videos. Me and Paul had the Miranda Brothers on a couple of weeks ago talking about this long-awaited book ever since We Live got locked up and company going under kind of thing. Jamal Campbell's brand new series, Zatanna, issue #1 from the DC All-In era. And I was talking about it earlier. I'm loving the Dynamite stuff. So threw in the Felipe Massafara variant for Herculoids issue number 1, but you also have the shiny version because, oh my God.
No, I love that.
Yeah, it's awesome. And then and we didn't talk about it tonight, but we'll revisit it next week. Daredevil had an episode that came out this week. We'll talk about that and the other episode next week. But to celebrate Daredevil being out this month, the slab is a milestone book for Marvel. Like it took them 999 tries to do it, but they finally did it. Marvel Comics issue number 1000, the Gabriel Del Otto cover in a CGC 9.8.
Very nice.
Yeah. It took them 999 honest tries to get there. But they did it. Congrats to Marvel.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I didn't go and count, but was it like eight, maybe 8? Like they just skipped how many?
Yeah. Yeah.
I did count the Amazing Fantasies back when they did Amazing Fantasy. There's like 20 issues. Like, what do you do? They're like, well, if it did come out every month since issue 1, we'd be at 1,000 this time. Like, come on, guys. Oh, y'all cheated. But yeah, beautiful cover. Oh man, I can't see those without giggling. So I'm going to pull this little prize wheel up and we'll give that away to a lucky channel member. Be sure to consider hitting that join button, seeing if channel membership is something for you. It's a great way to support the channel. That's the money that goes into curating these things and shipping these things, as well as covering the shipping for the weekly giveaway on every Tuesday and just all kinds of other stuff. It just goes right back into the channel. So thank you to everyone that supports it. The more y'all do, the more it allows me to do. So I don't depend on y'all's money to do YouTube. It just gives me something to make fun for everyone to do. Avatar wasn't a bad movie, but the story lacked for me. The second movie was just too long, and I can do without all the kid crap. Well, those are the things that hit for me. Different strokes for different folks. I wish it was 5 hours, Sledge.
Yeah. You're never going to get him for being too long.
No. And one thing about the kid thing, I like that the movie itself calls it out. I've talked about this before with one of my employees is big into Avatar 2, which thank God I have someone to talk about it with. But I don't see Avatar ending with Jake and Neytiri. I really see like the signs of like a legacy kind of story, like this is meant to start with Jake. It's not meant to end with Jake. These kids are going to need to grow up and be the protagonists that we loved following their entire journey. Like we're going to have to watch them grow up, watch them conquer great odds, watch them suffer great loss, and watch them become the parents they had and then go beyond kind of thing. So I like the fact that the kids are there because I see it going that way. And I like that he was smart enough to put in Avatar Way of the Water. Even the kids call out some of the buffoonery. How many times did they get handcuffed to the boat? And even Took herself goes, oh, come on, not again. Because they kept fighting to get out. They kept taking them back and handcuffing them. And like, as soon as I thought, we're doing this again, Took's like, again? But like in that situation, what else are you going to do with them? Just let them run around? Like that's the only option you got. What is going on, Brother John Comics? Good to see you in here, homie. I was looking for you earlier. What were we talking about? Justified. Got DJ watching Justified. Yeah. We're going to be in the grandpa years before they finish every Avatar movie. 2031 is Avatar 5. 2031. They got pushed back due to the 2 strikes, but 2031 is the scheduled date for Avatar 5 right now. Hopefully all things stay on track from there. Hopefully all the writers are treated fair, treated well, and they stick around. And same thing with all the actors and actresses. I hope that even if the theater industry goes under, James still makes them. Like, here, I'll make them and put them out on physical myself. All the names are on there. I appreciate each and everybody as usual. I'm going to shuffle this thing until Paul tells me to stop.
Stop.
So that means when I spin this thing, tell him the rule, Paul.
If I win, if you win, it's I'm responsible. If you lose, it's Mark's fault.
That's not the rule. It was close, but you get the gist. Paul is to blame. If you win, make sure you tell him thank you as well, because he just dictated the way this will go. If you lose, hey, it wasn't on me. As Stephen with the C says, good luck, Legionnaires. Here we go. Collecting Reserves was last winter. I still got to ship his stuff out. I love me some Durs. It looks like Gary B. Is that Gary B?
I think it is.
Gary B.
There it is.
Big winner. Screenshot that. All right, make sure I get that. Screenshot that. I got it. Hey, Perry, just got back from Minecraft movie. It was fire. Entire theater was going nuts. Dude, that's what we were talking about earlier. Due to work, my dad took the kids, and he said the same thing. He said it was in-game for kids. And my dad does it. Minecraft, we don't know anything about it, but he said he had a blast just being there. So after this busy week that me and my wife have, when as soon as we get a chance right after this week, we're going to take him because we want a little piece of that experience. I don't care if we understand what's happening in the movie. I want a piece of that. That sounds fun. Didn't even have to watch it to know I would not win it again. Thanks, Paul. LOL. Hey, just hang in there, man. When you do win, you'll be able to say, hey, thanks, Paul. LOL. But yeah, congrats to everybody. 100% perfect comparison. Yeah, in-game for kids. I was this close to winning. Yeah. I appreciate everybody coming in, hanging out with us. I have fun. This is good for my soul. My knees hurt, my back's tired, and I'm sleepy, but this was good. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much as always, Paul. Is it a Guess That Key week?
It is a Guess That Key week. We have Wednesday night, 9 o'clock on my channel. We have comics for Heroes for Hire Comic Club, and Cliff will be there. And then don't forget, tomorrow morning, Mark and I will be talking at 10 o'clock. We'll be talking about Absolute Superman #6 and Absolute Green Lantern #1.
You don't want to miss that. Go ahead. Go ahead and go to Paul's channel. If you have not subscribed to Paul, what are you doing? Because as much as we do on this channel, we do on that channel too. So we have the DC show every Monday morning, and we do Guess That Key every other Wednesday, which is live prizes every show, live interaction. You want to be there. And if you want to keep up with all the Absolute stuff, 100% of Absolute DC Comics, we're doing it every single Monday on his channel. And yo, if you didn't pick up Green Lantern, ooh, you might want to watch that video, then go get a copy.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. They're doing big things with the Absolute Comics. Selling like hotcakes. Don't miss out. There's still so much time to get on board and not get left behind. But be on the ground floor of this. There's no better way to keep up with it. And until next time, as always, I'm Mark. But we
are Legion.
We are.
Is that it? Is that all you got?